YouTube faithful, what is going on? It's Captain Crush here. If you're new to the channel, you just clicked that crazy, amazing thumbnail. This is the deal. I'm going to talk about the 2 NBA playoff games. I cover WNBA all summer long and MLB and a splash of PGA. NBA and NFL, of course, brother, in the fall. So make sure you hit that subscribe, notifications on. And while you're at it, smash the like button and leave your boy a comment. Why not? Pay the toll. We got to get these likes up, man. It's poverty likes. Don't tell me my community's poverty. I can't handle that. My blood pressure's high enough as is. So without further ado, I'm going to try to get through here in about 10 to 12 minutes because I'm going to the Thunder game tonight. One, because I'm going to watch them smash those Mavs back into Dallas and going ahead 2-0, brother. And on top of that, I'm going to try to go get out to the golf course pregame because that would just be the perfect day, especially if we can green a slip. Now let's get into the mix. So yesterday, Jalen Brunson was the discount on multiple sites. He got injured, he sold, yada yada. What are you gonna do? But how about that play of the day, brother? Dante DiVincenzo. The one before that, Jalen Bang Brown. And the one before that, Mike Oldman Conley. 3 for 3. We're starting a streak for the playoffs today. It's going to be 4 for 4. And I'm giving you a play that nobody's going to see coming because it's absolute absurdity, brother. Now, the issue is I don't know if we're going to be able to take it on PrizePicks because the true line that I want isn't here. What they do have on PrizePicks is Gabby. And we all know Captain Crush loves a Gabi here and there. So give me Josh Green at 2.5 points Gabi. And PrizePicks has some special stack up the Gabi promotion today. Get about 2 or 3 Gabis in a lineup and they give you a free lineup. Something crazy like that. Have I lost my mind with Josh Green? Let me talk to you about Josh Green. The man has no usage rate, no fantasy point per minute worth speaking of, but what he does have is he has the role that Mr. Kleba once had, which is stand outside, wait to get open on the perimeter, play defense, bang, hit a 3, splash, count it. So I will literally take a shot right here. All he needs is 1 3-pointer to cash this Gabi. It's a gamble because he's only going to play 12 to 18 minutes. And if we go to Outlier, look at his last 20. He played 24 minutes. The other game, 21, 17, 13, 25. It just depends. Maybe he gets more minutes tonight. Maybe he doesn't get more minutes tonight. But the fact is, with no Kleba there, I like what I was seeing. It seems like he was the one that came in and was tasked with hitting those wide open 3-pointers. They set the screen. They have incredible ball movement when Luca's not being a ball hog, and he sits there wide open, splash. And for that reason, I'm going to give old Josh Green's Gabi play of the day status, baby. If I could find his line at 4.5, I did get it at 5.5 on chalkboard, but if I could find it at 4.5, that would be so crispy, the alternate line. So I'm going with Josh Green. It's a gamble. His points, rebounds, if you could find that, would also be in the mix. And if you really want to gamble, you could take his points, rebounds somewhere if you can find it. So Josh Green, you just made the list. You're Gabi anyways. All right, let's move on. So we talked about Josh Green. Next up, we're going to talk about Jason Tatum, brothers and sisters in Christ. I've been riding this train all playoffs long. 8.5 defensive rebounds. It's been climbing. First it was 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5. Now it's all the way up. His Gabi for full rebounds is 8.5. His defensive rebounds is 8.5. So I'm just going to take that, get the full payout. But if you want to take the Gabi for 8.5 and get all the rebounds, offensive and defensive, I won't begrudge you a bit, buddy. But I'm just going to stick with the defensive rebounds. I think he's going to get it done. Is it going to be a sweat? Of course, we're hitting the top of his range. Or if you just want to take his normal rebound line, you absolutely could. He's averaging 11 rebound chances, but look at this. 15 rebound chances in that last game, 16 before that, 16, 14. Playoff Tatum is different, period. He's just all over the place with the rebound. So 14, 16, 16, 15 potential rebounds. My brothers and sisters in Christ, you can't get me off of it with a stick. And I should say, you can't get Captain Crush off Jason Tatum with a stick, baby. Pause. No, we're good. We're talking about rebounds. Pounds, if you will. So Jason Tatum, we're taking it all, baby. The Gabi, the defensive rebound. This is the deal. For those of you skipping through and just looking on the right, trying to find a slip, somebody showed me a slip yesterday and said, this was the YouTube slip, and it had nothing to do with anything that I talked about. In fact, he took over on someone that I specifically said less on. You have to listen to what's coming out of my throat, buddy. Just looking at this and on skip mode, you're going to get chalked, and I hope you do for trying to take shortcuts. So, the priority, 8.5 defensive, then the Gabi, then the overall at 10. I think it's all in play. I think it's all in the mix, and I'm going there. So that's 2, and I got about 3 more, baby. Now, the next guy that I'm going to talk about is none other than hit the meme. Yo, Donnie! Yo, Donnie! I die with you, Donnie. Is it Donnie from old? Have we got new Donnie back? I mean, Donnie's been MIA like Embiid in the court. We don't know what Donnie we're going to get. But if we get the Donnie that's been showing up for these playoffs, it's going to be Donnie season. And I got a lot of stuff that I like for Yo Donnie. Let me tell you, and let me talk to you. Right out of the gate, bang. More 5 rebounds for Donnie. It's in the mix. He's Gabi at 4.5. It's in the mix. Donnie's just been grabbing rebounds with no Jared Allen, assuming Allen sits. Now, let's not get carried away. But his points lines are in play too. But this was his points line the other day. Now it's at 29.5. Now they're throwing it at a Gabi. It's insane how fast it fluctuates. I like his fantasy score, but the main play that I like for Donnie is this right here. Bang! 23 field goal attempts. He's the only one that plays with any type of heart and intensity on his team. So I will go right here. I just took it at 22 last game. It's still not high enough in my personal humble opinion. Somebody has to shoot. I think he's going to be taking all the attempts you can handle. So I'll have exposure to this as well. And I also give me 5 free throws for Donnie. Why, Cap? Because his usage rate has been increasing. He's driving with a little bit more heart. He's drawing the foul. Bang! He's getting to the line a little bit more, brother. So I will have exposure to this and this and this and this, brother. All right, those are my one. I would just take his points, but I just think it's a little bit too high knowing that I just got his line at 27.5 the other day. Now they're giving it to me as a Gabi. It just doesn't feel right, bro. But yo, Donnie can get it all done. I won't be surprised if Donnie drops a 30 piece tonight. Model doesn't like any of it. Model says take under on all of it, but I just can't do it. I got to give Yo Donnie one more chance. If he finally sells me, then I can get off the Donnie train. But until that day comes, it's choo-choo! All aboard the Donnie train. Hop in the back, baby. Captain Crush has got room. Hop in here. We're going to Donnie Town in the TD Ameritrade Garden down in Boston. So let's move on. We got, what, maybe 2 more that I got to talk about to get in the mix? All right, real quick. Al Horford was at 28 fantasy points earlier. I took under on it. He's at 27 now. I still think this is in play. Not going to go into a full analytical dive on it. Al Horford's at the top end of his career. He doesn't have many years left. He can get this if he gets a lot of blocks and steals, but I'm just going to err on the side that he doesn't get it, and I'm going to keep taking less on it, and I will continue to ride this train as well. That is 1 slip max, though, especially since it's been bumped down. I ain't getting carried away with it, and neither should you, pal. Now, everybody wants to know what's going to happen with Luca. Luca. His lines are finally low, baby. They're finally low. They're finally the lowest they've ever been. He was at 52.5 PRA the other day. Now he's at 50. I saw him at 49.5 on Sleeper. Look at his points, 31. They're finally like, what's going on here, man? What happened to Luca? I'll tell you what happened to Luca. Just like Captain Crush said last game, he's not 100%, and he's facing a team that's got a dog in him, a big dog, and he's got Lou Dort putting him in the torture chamber, locking him up in prison, in jail. Luca can't get out. He's in the torture chamber, baby. He's got him in a straitjacket. Will Luca break out tonight? Nobody knows. I don't know. I honestly am one of the biggest Luca fans there are, but I'm also a Thunder fan, so I'm keeping it a buck. I think one side of me says, hey, it was just at 52.5. Now they've lowered the line. Now it's time for a bounce back, and we should be going here. Bang. And if I thought he was 100%, I would honestly be taking that. Or just this right here. Bang. But I don't think he's 100%. So because I don't think he's 100%, guess what I'm doing? I'm fading the props today, boys. I'm just fading the absolute props. But if I was going to take anything, I would take this right here. 22.5 field goals attempted. I think it could be the one. I think it's the one that gets us a green bean. 22 and a half field goal attempts. Look at the last 5. Let's just see. 19, 26, 26, 24, 25. It's deflated. He didn't get there. He didn't play a full game last time. He didn't even have any heart. The game was over. His shot was off. If he makes his shot, he would have chucked a little bit more. Even if he does get 23 field goal attempts, even if Luca goes off, I still believe in my heart that OKC's taking the dub, and I will be there live and in person to root my team on, because there's nothing like sending the Mavs back to Dallas down 2 games, and when we do that, this series is over, fella. I'm telling you right now, if we win tonight, it's over. And the other proposition that I'll have my eye on is this, and here's why. It's a narrative play. Not only did he miss free throws last game, he would have covered this line. He was getting to the line, but Shy's whole game, like I say all the time, Shy's whole game, Shy, whatever you want to call him, I call him both, just don't call him late for dinner. He literally plays to get to the line, and people don't like that. Oh, they called a foul. Oh, they called a foul. So maybe the refs try to balance it out tonight and be like, see, we're giving these guys calls too. I don't know. That would be the narrative. But also, even without that, even with his normal foul call, Luca can get to the line 4 times and get this cash. I honestly think he can. Plus, you have technical equity and all that other stuff that could happen at any time. That's in the mix. So that's my take on Luca. You can tail it or fade it. You could do whatever you like, comment guy. Or if you say, Cap, I'm not ready to get off that train, I think he's not 100%, you take your Rudy Poo, bang, less 50.5 PRA, and you ride that train. But one more thing about Luca, because Captain Crunch is a man of rules, and when the rules are the rules, they're just the rules, whether I like them or not. And I know Luca, anything under 26 first half PRA, I take it. And I know I saw him bang at 25.5. So I got to one slip now, at least, just to be a man of rule, integrity, a man of conviction. I will have this in one slip max, because anything under 26, I attack it. Just like Joel Embiid, anything under 17 or 16.5, I take it, okay, in the first half. So that's all I got to say about Luke. I've told you guys enough. It's up to you. I'm not here to spoon feed you. The guys that come in the comments and say, some guy said the other day when I almost swept, oh, you're not the captain anymore, and he's on a burner account. You didn't cash your fantasy scores. Bro, I had no fantasy scores. I'm like, bro, are you guys that delusional that you don't even know what video you're talking about and who you're talking to? Like, man, I can't imagine how some of you guys live your lives, bro. It must be a mess inside your head. Now, let's keep it moving. Everybody knows Derek White has been in absolute demon mode. He's been cashing everything, points, this, that. Somebody said the other day, every YouTuber says he's supposed to go under. Well, that's because he is, brother. He's not supposed to be hitting all these points like he is, but the fact that he is, he's got the hot hand. So we am going to continue to ride his hot hand. I don't like it at 18. I'm just going to take his Gabby at 14.5 points. I got him projected for roughly 17. You can get a better alternate line over on chalkboard, which I did at 15.5 points, which you can see right here, brother. We got the Tatum rebound alt line. Josh Green, bang, 3.5 points. Daniel Gafford, 10.5 points. And Derek White, 15.5. I got 38 to win 125. I hope it hits. Listen, you don't have to tail direct. Take whatever you want, mix and match. At the end of the day, promo code CRUSH, get your deposit match, get 30 free days of the cord. In fact, I just handed out like 4 free trials today. I checked my email early. And speaking of the Discord, so with that 30-day free trial, or you buy direct, you will get access to my live streams, my roll member slips, my playlist, my projection sheets, you name it, you're gonna get it, fella. This is a sample of my NBA projection sheet. This was yesterday. They look just like this. Player name, points, rebounds, assists, turnover, block. You get it every single day. So you can make lineups and entries off that, in addition for MLB as well. But take a look. So far, right out of the gate, I gave 2 MLB plays, and they came straight from DG Fantasy, which I'm going to talk about right after this. And it cashed sweat-free, baby, sweat-free right out of the gate. And then yesterday was absolutely surgical, y'all. Look at the captain's wall of green. If it wasn't for Turner, it would have been a Nagasaki-type day, man. Look at this. 2X, give it to me. I was all over DiVincenzo, the play of the day. Chris Sale, cash, 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 cash. Do you see how I make my slips? It's the same players, just mixed and matched around differently, y'all. That is how I do it. Anchors and darts. I teach you this method in my Discord. Everybody ate yesterday if they saw what I was doing. It wasn't that hard. Goldlocks is sweeping on sleeper. Heck, even Timmy got a win, I think. Crazy. I don't know, man. It was a good day regardless. Any way you slice it. Watts was in there. Spartan's in there. Gouda's in there. The Gouda cheese. Nah, the Gouda breeze. Where's that guy Beanie? He's in here there he is. Beanie, the newest member. He tailed all those slips were made on the live stream, folks. He was there, he tailed, and he profited for his troubles. That is why the live stream is so important. Make sure you attend it every day at 5 Central. Maybe not today because I'm going to that game, but every other day, normally there will be the live stream Monday through Friday. So how do I get in, Cap? Simple. CaptainCrush.net, links in the description. Gold package, buy now, bang. 1 month, $24.99. It's right there. You will make your coin back. You would have made it back yesterday in droves, and the day before that, and the day before that. Give me a month, and I will give you an edge in all of these things fantasy sports. And remember, I cover the WNBA like nobody else does all summer long. So let's check out my partner DG Fantasy and see what value is popping. Now remember, I load this up every single day. I compare it to my projection model, and then I build a slip. That is what I do, baby. I build them just like that. It's simple math. I try to make it as simple as I can. And right now, right out of the gate, Donnie Mitchell. Yo, Donnie. 34.5 points, rebounds. He's at 35.5 everywhere else. Thanks to this tool, bang! I know the line's moving to 35.5, so I know I'm going to lock in a full point of value on PrizePicks before the bump. So you can take Donovan Mitchell at 34.5 points, rebounds. And I wouldn't begrudge you a bit, brother. You can see Tatum under 7.5 first quarter points. That's absolutely crispy, actually. Al Horford, we talked about him. Under 27 fantasy. Shea under 50.5. I'm probably going to fade that one. I don't want to take under on Shea, especially when I'm going to be there live and in person, baby. And then if you keep scrolling down, you got other guys like this. It's all here for the taking, boys, and it's so important that you odd shop. Just like I said, I opened it up today, the MLB, the top two, put it in a slip. Ella Dela Cruz and Walker, same game parlay. Bang! Cash it open with a bang. It's that easy. It's not every day gonna be like that, but when it is, it's crispy. You can't deny it, brother. So, I'm giving you guys 25% off as a courtesy. Use promo code CRUSH, get your 25% off. You use your little grubby paws. You send Captain Crush an email telling me, and I will give you 30 days of my Discord, and I will help you learn how to use this tool, compare it to my projection sheets, and get in the mix. And for those of you that do esports, this is critical, y'all. Look at this. I'm under the underdog tab. Look at these 58, 56. This is insane. So I would make a 2-man right here. Okay, they're on the same team, so you'd have to make it a 3-man. Right here, the top 3, bang. It would be that easy. You see it's 14 on underdog, 16.5 over here. It's just plug, play, odd shopping. You don't need to know anything about Counter-Strike. You just need to know the math. So now, before I close, y'all, I want to talk about 1 or 2 more things, and that is my Oklahoma Thunder role players, all right? We got Wiggins, Aaron Wiggins, 6.5 points. This could absolutely hit. I'm telling you right now, even his fantasy score could hit. One of these guys, Wiggins, Joe, Wallace, they're going to get hot off the bench and ride the hot hand. They're all gonna play 12 to 18 minutes, so you're gonna have to decide, just like yesterday with Tope and McConnell, which I told you guys, any of those, they ended up mostly hitting. PrizePicks is being stubborn with Wallace. I think we might have to go on underdog to find him. But Joe, Wiggins, and then even Jalen Williams with the Y. He's on here with his point. Yeah, here it is. His Gabi at 2.5. He can come out and hit a 3 and nail that right away. One of these guys is going to hit, okay? So it's literally Thunder Roulette. You're going to have to choose. I will narrow it down and build a contest for you guys in the live stream later today. If there is one, if there's not, it'll be posted in the Discord for all you guys because I will probably have a same game parlay since I'm going to the game, brother. But I'll have exposure to most likely Wiggins. Then I'll have these other 2 in separate contests. Okay, and there's a lot that I want to discuss about Jaylen Brown as well for the Celtics. But before I do that, I'm not going to have time to do that. But Daniel Gafford, he cooked us in our weak spot. The Thunder are weak against the bigs. Pause. No, we're talking about basketball, kid. You're good. Continue. We're weak against big men. That's just how it is. Everybody knows it. It's no secret. Even with Chet playing bomb defense, we still just have an issue down there because we don't have like a true big with a ton of like muscle and size, baby. We're guys that like to shoot around the perimeter, but Daniel Gafford has been absolutely dominating when he gets run, and he got run, and I told y'all it was going to be Washington, Derek Lively, or Gafford. Now, Derek Lively looked like a deer in a headlights, but he is due a bounce back game, so maybe you could target his deflated line. What I personally am going to do is target Daniel Gafford's points at 10.5. I wish it was lower, but I'm going to take a shot at 10.5 points and his points rebounds, okay? Now, this is risky because if he gets in foul trouble, gets injured, doesn't get the minutes, yada, yada, it's chalked, okay? And I'll tell you that right now. But you should have some exposure to Daniel Gafford. You will have to choose between that. And during this video, they bumped Luca's field goal attempts to 23. Wasn't it just 22.5? I could have swore it was 22.5 when I first started this video. Now it's 23. Absolute insanity. I swear they have a spy in here listening to what I'm saying. It's crazy. But here would be a good contest that you could make right here if you wanted to tail. You could swap out Gafford for any one of those 3 OKC bench guys. All right, but this is something that I would like. If you want to tail. If you want to break it down into 2-mans, which you should do that. Or if you want to fade. I think this right here is super solid. And then I'll take green with Tatum and green with Mitchell. So again, if you want all my slips, my projection sheets, my plays, access to my community live streams, CaptainCrush.net gold package, get in the mix. We got Flex Friday coming up. You don't want to miss it. You can get the free 30 days by signing up with my partners. Don't miss my play of the day video shorts on TikTok. They're bangers. And hopefully my OKC Thunder can get the job done because those tickets were not cheap, brother. Let me tell you, they were not cheap. Nobody wants to pay a ton of money to go watch their team get smacked. So hopefully the Thunder are the ones doing the smacking. Now, I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by. Before I close, let me tell you something. There's a lot of people on Twitter that, or X, as I should say, that are absolute fake. They're scammers. They're frauds. They're not real, guys. They show you photoshopped contests and slips for tens of thousands of dollars, and it's all nonsense. Nobody is betting $200,000 a week and winning and posting it on Twitter, okay? Then they want you to join their Discord for $45 a month, which is just an insane price to begin with, okay? And it's literally just a marketing scam. So stop falling for it. Stop being that guy that thinks, oh, if I like this tweet, they're gonna cash at me $50 if the slip. No, it's not. It's all engagement farming. It's all nonsense. There's real people that do this, and there's absolute phony balonies. Stop it. You guys need to be smarter. It's on you. Otherwise, you're a mark. There is only one Captain Crush, and I keep it a buck. And that is why you guys come to this channel. Win, lose, or draw, I don't try to freaking finesse anybody. So with that in mind, here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests, baby. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.